Hi, what doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Mo, and today we're getting played with a little bit more Solar Storm, or specifically, we're doing the Solar Storm Chronicles, the Chapter 2. It was a Chapter 1. There was flavor text. I didn't read it. The reason we're doing this is, of course, we are supporting extra life charities. We support extra life charities every year, and this is a game I like. I like it better than another game that I've already culled, but I don't know if I'm ever going to play it again. So we are setting this up. It'll probably go up for Culling for charity. So if you would like to get a copy of this game, or really any game that we're culling from our collection, because again, don't have a lot of time to play all these games, of course, click the link down below to Extra Life, and then go out to the BGG list and subscribe, and that way you'll know what games we add to the ever-growing pile of games as it is. With that said, let's go ahead and flip over. This is a lunchtime stream. I want to get this done. I say quick, but rather quick, slightly quick, kind of quick. Here we go. So we're set up for solo play. If you missed the previous playthrough, of course, I went over how solo play works. I'm really not going to go over that again, but we will go over the specifics of this scenario. So there's flavor text. I'm not going to read it. It's lunchtime. So we're going to set up the game as normal. We place the rooms as shown in the diagram. We do not use the energy core as we normally would. Deal out the top three cards face up. So we actually have a 3-card resource row. I messed that up, didn't I? So we have 3 resource cards we can choose from. Separate the damages into 1, 2, 3 as normal. Do not create the damage deck yet. Damage your rooms as normal, but instead of discarding type 3 damage cards used, reshuffle them into the cards of the other type 3, then shuffle the type 2 and 3. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. So, good thing I was reading how to set up the game. Again, repair the ship. Yes, we're going to repair the ship. So we need all the 3s and the 2s, not the 1s. All right, so we're going to shuffle these together, I guess. We're going to shuffle these together. And then we place our meeples on the crew quarters, which we have already done. Place our action token on each of the rooms. So there is no energy core in this game. Once you divert power from all 8 rooms, we win the game. Scavenge, action token on rooms may be discarded to add 1 to the result of a die rolled. Multiple action tokens may be added this way. If it fails, you may add another token to that room from the general supply or another room. Save action. If there are no action tokens in the general supply, you may take an action token from a room to take an action. Resource cards, there's always 3 of them there. That's what's going to happen. This is what's going to... We're going to see if we can survive. We survived last time. Again, we're playing on easy, so easy has everything in the deck, so no big deal there. It says use from the supply. Yeah, there's none in the supply, so there's only 8 of these tokens, so right now, any extra activation is not going to happen. For our rooms, we have repair a damaged room by 1 space on the repair track. Discard the matching card. So that's the same one we had last time. I do have the expansion in here. This one, look at the next 5 resource cards, put them back in any order. Give 1 protection token to any player. Discard the room that player is in, takes damage. Move a player's meeple to a room that another meeple is in. Take a resource card from the discard pile to discard one from the resource deck. Not really sure that's... I mean, it lets me take some from the discard pile if I have to have a color, I guess. As 2 actions, give 3 action tokens to any other player. That's not too bad. Exchange 2 resource cards between other 2 players. Again, that has no bearing in a solo game. Do you gain extra life if you put the crew quarters before the timer runs out? Yeah, they'll make a donation. They'll make a donation there, David. All right, so we already did our damage. Rooms are damaged. I'm going to go ahead and go. Yellow player gets to go first. Cannot repair the room they are in. What can they do? They cannot complete this yet because they need 2 reds. We do have a purple. We can almost complete this. So, here's a red here. So we could scavenge. So let's go ahead and scavenge. We got a 6. 6 is good. 6 gets us... I got to remember because in the other one, scavenge, 6 gets us 2 cards. Right, so we do 1. 2. We'll do the... Well, we don't need to repair that one yet. Where are we going to send the next person? Let's send them down here because the blue and the green. Yeah, let's do that. All right. That was the first action. Second action, they are going to give that thing power right off the bat. So we will do that for our power. There we go. We have powered that one up. And then for our third action, where do we want yellow to go? Move yellow over here. That way you can maybe give out some protection tokens. Why not? So now we got blue. The good old days where you could play at the arcade with a stack of quarters. Yeah. Oh, from the Extra Life. Gotcha. I was doing the parody off of, Extra Life charities. You went with an Extra Life like a 1-up. So first action, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, hang on. Before we get to go, we didn't refill. Should have refilled. Wow, that's a lot of purple. We need to draw a card. It's way too much purple, so let's draw that. All right. We need to do this. Bad stuff's happening to the crew quarters. Good thing we powered that thing up. All right. So now blue's turn. All right, so blue is going to... Blue, before he leaves, is going to repair, I guess. So first action, they do a repair because we have powered this up. Everything gets repaired. That was 1, 2, 3. And we'll go ahead and power this one up. Boop. Hey, we're on the board too. Warrior needs food badly. What was the one? Yeah, that was the dungeon one. I'm trying to think of the one with the altered beasts. I don't remember what they did in that one. That was Golden Axe, right? All right, so we need to take a resource. I don't know where we're going to send red. Up, I guess. We'll just do another purple because there's way too much purple out there. All right. the mess hall, which is where this guy... Why is it always where somebody is currently standing? That is not... I was not planning to send Red down here to repair this. But I can. We can. So Red will come down for the first action. Second action, they'll do the repair. Which again, we're powered up, so we can do both. Third action, we'll go ahead and have them scavenge. 2 gets us nothing. We're going to go ahead and spend the token to get to 3. And we will go ahead and take the green card. All right, so we need to take a card. We need reds and purples. Why did I take the green card? I should have taken the purple. We need reds and purples here. Really don't need green much of anywhere except for way over here. Yeah, should have done that. I should have taken the purple. And end of turn, let's go ahead and take the red. Well, dang it. That's not helpful. Any room. All right, so we get to choose what room we want to damage. So let's get one that's already got, I guess, one of these two because they're easier to repair, right? Makes sense. Right. Yellow. We'll go ahead and give a protection token to blue. And for first action, second action, let's scavenge. We got a 2. We'll go ahead and spend the action token to make it a 3. We'll take a green card, I guess. And then to 1, 2 is scavenge, 3 we'll go ahead and make our way. Oh no, we can complete that. 3, complete. I didn't even notice I picked up the right cards. Wow, my brain is just not there right now. Holy cow. If you draw from the deck blindly, you get 2. Yes, you get 2. Actually, I would not have been able to do this. Sorry, this room was not powered up, so I would not have been able to do the protection token. So that was the second action. Third action, we'll go ahead and... If I scavenge, I only get 1. It doesn't matter if I draw blindly or not, I only get 1. So we're just going to go ahead and move yellow to here. All right. So blue is going to go this way. So we'll get red. Ooh, universal. I probably should have drawn blind. I keep forgetting to do that. Probably should draw blind. The medical bay. Ooh, no, he's got to get way over there, doesn't he? All right, so he's gonna move, repair, red. I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 because I know that universal's there, so I know I can take that. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. The bridge. Now we gotta get up there. And actually, he gets up there, he's not gonna be able to do it in time. So we're gonna scavenge so we can get that universal, I think. A 1 is not gonna get us that. So we're gonna scavenge again. A 2 is not gonna get us that. We're gonna scavenge again. A 4 will get us that. That was a waste. Waste for 1 universal. Alright, so refill. No. Got too many greens. We'll do 2 from here. So we are at 5 of 6. Our max hand size is 6. So repair center. Alright. So now we have I've got a conundrum. I guess I'm going to go up to repair center. At least if I get the repair center repaired, then we can repair everything else. So I can power that up and then I can do the red. So actually I can do both. So first action, we're going to move in there. Second action, we're going to go ahead and power it up. Third action, we're going to repair the whole thing. Now, yellow can repair anything from where he is. The icons on both sides of locations are kind of small. Left-hand side could have been double-sized. Yeah. Yeah, like these ones I get because they're kind of like just putting the cubes on it. That was a design decision. It was a decision. We got blue and more green. I don't need green. Where's that room that lets me trade from the discard pile? This one, the engine room. All right. Yeah, speaking of the engine room, dang it. So blue, I was going to have him go up here. He can repair it. He can't do that yet. So let's go ahead and... He could do the one he's in, though. So we'll go ahead and do the one he's in. We powered that one up. First action. Guess we'll scavenge, see what we can get. So that's a 5. We're going to go ahead and do the wild token. We will do 1, 2. So it was 1, 2. Third action. Did I send him somewhere for his third action? I can't do this even if I repaired. Let's go ahead and get him in place for this one. So third action, he'll just move there. What does the black meat? It's just which person's turn it is. That's all. So the black meeple is just whose turn it is. So, 2. And damage. Ooh, yay. Crew quarters. Armory. Cargo holds. We got rid of, we got out of the 1s, and now we are in the random 2s or 3s. It's like, oh, this is going so easy. I'm having no problem. The game said, lies. 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 All right. So these each have 1 hit left before they would be destroyed on a subsequent hit. So what is red going to do? Need to get to these 2. I need to power that one, which he could do, but he wouldn't be able to repair it. So we'd have to. So he's going to go 1, 2. We're going to keep the universal. So 3. Do that to power it up. Right. Yeah. Get one of these greens just so the market row shows up a little bit better. Probably should not have. Probably should have drawn 2. I keep doing that. I probably should keep drawing 2. All right. Where's the damage go? Wow, the color coding on those cards is faint. Engine room and repair center. Repair center and engine room. Oh, you mean the difference between the rooms? Yeah, they're kind of the same. You have to look at the icons, I guess, right? Because this is like a wheel. This is fork and a knife. They have slightly different colors. All right, so yellow. You call me mellow yellow. So we're going to go 1, 2. Here's both of those. Actually, that was a bad. That was stupid. I don't know why I did that. Instead, we use 1 to repair this one. You don't have to move. And 2, we need to repair this one. And then 3, we'll just scavenge. It's already a 6, so we can take 2. I don't need these colors. Well, I need red, so we'll do red. Refill, and we'll take the universal. Another universal. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen. All right, draw at the end of our turn. We're going to take the universal. All right. And bad stuff happens. Oh, no, the bot 3 to... Oh, okay, yeah. This is blue. It is better. I think it's my camera, David. This is blue and this is red, but it is, you're right, it is kind of faint to see. Like, this yellow actually looks almost green to me. I don't know what color it looks to you guys. Bridge. Well, that's not good. Armory. That's not good. Oh, blue cannot repair both of those. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. He can't repair both of those. All right, I got to repair at least the one he's in. I hate to use a universal for that, though. Because it would be 1, 2, and then 3. He would end up here, but he wouldn't be able to place anything. This one could be fully repaired by yellow, but yellow didn't have any cards. I have to do this. It's the only card I have to use in this area. So we will do a blue. Because there's no blue down here. So first action, we'll do that. Second action... Share resources. I keep forgetting share resources lets me swap with these. So actually, let me... I don't want to get rid of this. So I think for my first action, I'm going to share resources to get the green. And then I'll use the green here for my second action. Third action, we will scavenge. So 4 gets us 1 card. We know we're going to take that at the end of the turn anyways. So we got that. All right, so end of turn, we'll take this. And let's see if we survive. If it's the armory, we are dead. Ooh, it's the bridge and the cargo hold. Good thing I repaired the bridge. Wow. Wow. Not good. Is there an alien scenario for this? Add an alien token. It moves via the cards. Crews can enter the same location as an alien. You should contact Grind a Game. Tell them they need an expansion. But if you're wanting the alien, David, I think we talked about this before, right? The 20 strong Nemesis that I played basically is very similar. I think that's the other reason why I'm fine culling this. Because I want this experience. I think I would just play the 20 strong. Since I have the system, it's much easier to maintain. All right. So, because you're pretty much doing the same thing. You're searching, except for you don't know where anything is. You're searching around to try to find the power cells so you can power up the escape pods and escape. In a higher player count, there actually is an escape pod. So somebody can, like, leave the rest of the people, I think. All right, so red. Red's got their work. Well, red can just come up here and then repair from there. Yeah. I should have done the same thing with blue. Why didn't I do that? That was stupid, Will. Like, I could have just moved blue up into yellow. Yeah, well. We didn't die. It's fine. So first action's there. Second action, repair 1 room. I'm going to repair that one with the blue, which completely repairs it. And then we will repair... let's do it... No, a swap is an action. So we're gonna we have to use this, unfortunately. Oh no, hang on. Yeah. I don't know if I can... Actually, I gotta look that up. Can I use the red even though the red's repaired? Can I use the red if it's fully repaired? Divert power. Oh, I was like, why is this so easy? I've completely played this wrong. They must be fully powered before I can actually divert the power. Dang it. I've cheated this entire time. All right. So yeah, it says I can use any color. So we'll use this. So I cheated earlier. I was making the game a little bit easier. I was repairing them after I did. I needed to repair them first and then activate them. So how much that would have impacted, I don't know. On the spaceship, I'd be careful about anything that causes a blew up. So yeah, so we will discard the red to do that one. And we'll discard the blue to do this one blue. All right, so that makes a difference. So in order for him to power this up, I need a purple, a green, a blue, a red, and a green. Holy cow. Yeah, definitely played that wrong, I think, in the first playthrough as well. Gonna have to add a comment. So, this is probably not gonna be good. Armory in the mess hall. I was like, this seems very easy. Like, why does it seem so easy right now? Where's the armory? Armory. All right, so yellow. So yellow can repair this for blue. So you don't need two purples. So the first thing you're going to do is a swap. And they're going to do, for their next two actions, the blue and the purple to repair that one. And then we will, what do we need? We need a red and a green. We have two wilds. So I know I have a red here, but let's go ahead and draw two. Worst case, there's our green, so we're good. All right. Any room, any room. Right. Definitely don't want to just damage that one. This one's the one we're working on. Definitely don't want to do that one. These can all be fully repaired, so I'll just take them off of these. All right. So blue's turn. So blue is going to do that. So we're going to fully power that one up. There. That was the first action. Second action. Scavenge. That's a 6. We get 2 cards. I need a red. I need a blue. So let's see what we get. It's another red. We'll do a little from there. That's not what we wanted. Androids get repaired in the armory, the leggery, and the headery. All right. We do need another purple to power that one up. All right. Medical bay. Cargo hold. Oh, the cargo hold again. Mess hall. Luckily, it's powered up through my cheating. Through my cheating, it is powered up. All right, so red. Red is going to repair. Unfortunately, he's going to repair that with the red. So that was the first action. Second action, he's going to scavenge since he's got that token up there. 4, no use to make it a 5. Need the red again. And then for the third action, I don't know. Keep the green because we might need to repair something. Because we just need it. We need to survive 2 more turns and get these 5 cards. So third action, I guess we'll scavenge in since we have the token. 1, making it a 2 would not change anything. So that was it. Go ahead and take our blue that we need. A lot of nanobots. Engine room. That's not good. I wasn't planning for that one to get damaged. And the medical bay. Did not want that one to get damaged either. So, yellow's turn. Good thing I saved the green. We're going to use the green to repair that one. I feel like this room is cheating. I feel like this room is cheating. That was the first action. Second is we'll go ahead and discard a purple. Put that one there. Discard the blue. For third action, put that one there. So, end of turn, we need another red and another purple. So we will just do blind. Don't need a blue. Do need a wild. All right. Engine room. Stop it with the engine room. Stop. No, the repair center. No, the mess hall. It's going down. All right. So blue's turn. Can blue finish this? So blue has to move. That's a given. That's first action. Second action would be these 2 to repair. He's not going to have enough to repair this turn. Dang it. Do I have him come down here? Question is, will mess hall get pulled? I think second action we have to come here, and third action we're going to have to repair that. We use purple because there's plenty of purple out here. Unfortunately, red, it would to be 2 actions to get down here, which means wouldn't be enough to repair it either. Yeah. All right. We'll do 2. All right, so we are at 5. When you pimp your shuttle, visit the med decal bay. I heard you like decals. We put decals on your decals. And then crew quarters. Blue is just running around putting out fires. And unfortunately, the repair bay is gone for red. So red now has to actually move. Well, red can repair that. And then repair that. Yeah, so red's going to repair this one. And then he's going to repair this one. Hang on. How's a purple? Should have used purple up there. Because I have tons of purple. Then he's using red down here. So that was 1, 2. And I need to set up blue. So that's a 3, which is enough for 1 card. So we'll just go ahead and grab one of the purples. You find old people in the bridge, but they only in groups of 4. All right, so end of turn. I'll take another purple. And then event card. Any room, any room, any room. That's fine for me. That's any room. That's any room. That's any room. I'm not damaging my engine room anymore. All right. Yellow. Yellow is going to do 2 actions to repair these 2. And we're actually good to complete this as long as this doesn't get damaged. But yeah, it really doesn't matter. All right. It's a 4. So we get 1 card. We'll take 1 card from here. All right. You can take a card. Or we'll do 2, I guess. So that's 6. We should have this on the next turn, depending what this does. Crew quarters. Boop. Mess hall. Boop. Yep. We are good to go. All right. So blue goes, moves. Blue does those 3. Or you could even do this one. Doesn't matter. Any combination. Doesn't matter. And then that one is powered up. So, whether this was a legitimate win, probably not. Because I don't know which one of these I powered up when I shouldn't have powered up, and then I powered up after I did the power up. Because I know in a couple of these, they were missing 2. I powered it up because then I repaired both of them. So I probably would have gone a couple more turns. But that's all we had left before it just starts destroying my resources, right? We have a hull breach and all my resources are going out of the windows. So caveat on that play, that is what it is. Still fun to do. Even when I played wrong, I was thinking, man, this is like way too easy. Like, I've got to be doing something wrong. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking that too. It's like, do they need to be fully repaired before I can do that? Because I'm like, that seems broken to do it the other way around. Yeah, they have to be fully repaired before you can do that. So there we go, guys. That is Solar Storm. Solar Storm, the board game by Aiden Lothar. If you would like to get this copy, specifically this copy, we will be putting it up for Culling for charity for Extra Life. David, there you go. He put the link in the chat. Link is always down below. It is a Linktree link, so yes, you have to go to the Linktree link, and then there's a little link that says Extra Life, and you click on the Extra Life, and then it takes you to the Extra Life page. And if you want to see what the games are, you got to go to the BGG listing to see those. But again, the whole point of all that rambling was it's for children. It's for the Children of the Miracle Network hospitals, the sick and injured kids there. So we greatly appreciate everything we've gotten raised this year. We do have our big game day coming up in November. I say game day, but I will be taking the entire week off like I did with the Tabletop Appreciation. Playing games pretty much all day long for the entire week. Raising money, probably have some giveaways as always. I keep saying I need to reach out to publishers. Life gets in the way. Yesterday, like, found a way when we were talking about, I made the joke back to David about life getting in the way, and life finds a way from Jurassic Park, of course. But yeah, so we will be doing that. I do have some games I already know that are going to be in giveaways coming up soon. But yeah, it's not hard, and there are a lot of games up for donation. Yes. Yeah, it's not hard. You guys can get this. It's easy to play. It does play at higher player counts. So the one thing I don't know what the cargo hold does, because it's only for 3 and 4 players. Escape pod, online, offline. Online, roll the die, draw a card from the discard pile if you roll equal to or lower than your hand size. Okay. Offline, this room becomes active when 7 rooms have diverted power. Use 1 action to get here from the energy core. So you're not actually escaping. You get 7 of the 8 rooms powered up. You can go here, and then it allows you to draw cards from the discard pile instead of from the row or the resource pool. Because I guess that's why in a 3 and 4 player game, you're going to go through that resource deck a lot quicker. So that's what the escape pod does. Do they ever have scenarios with more locations? No, it's just this. Like I said, I don't know if this game just didn't do very well overall. So like the Chronicles currently, it's only these 2 scenarios. Now the whole game normally though, David, is random, right? Normally when you set up the ship, it's just in a 3x3 grid, right? And it's random where the rooms will end up. And then of course everything else is random, right? The damage you take is random. The powers you can get are random based on which version of the location you pick up. So that's I think where the difference is. Like if you're going to say extra scenarios come in, it's by doing that. But yeah, there we go. No stream for tonight because, well, tonight's Tuesday. We're going to be watching TV and movies and stuff like that. Tomorrow, no afternoon stream because Lucita has a dentist appointment. But evening, we will be continuing our Echo Bound adventures. As long as we don't find another mission, that'll be the last playthrough. If I find another mission, I'm going to do the mission. It's just the way it is. Thursday, we will be doing a solo. I'll be doing a solo of Micro Empires, upcoming crowdfunding game. It's a beta, so it's more of a play test than an actual, this is how the game's going to be. And then Friday afternoon, I still have to decide. I was debating between the Starcadia quest, finishing that off. Still don't have my Star Wars. That is still lost with FedEx. So I opened up a ticket with FedEx. I think I mentioned this in the previous stream. I opened the ticket to FedEx for my lost box. And I was like, maybe they're gonna have to contact me, right? No, they just resolved the ticket, said the ticket was completed, and closed the ticket. And then when you go to their website, there's no way to reopen or do anything with the ticket. So I reached out to where I got it from, and I'm seeing if maybe it got returned to sender. Because according to online, if USPS picks up a box for FedEx or UPS, they have a holding area in their facility to put the package in, right? I wouldn't assume that it is a mail hold and they're holding the mail for me to come back to them to pick it up, because that just wouldn't make sense. And if it was, they should put a letter in my mailbox saying, hey, we accidentally picked up your package, come pick it up. None of that's happened. So, and then I imagine at some point they would have to return to sender, but then do they return to sender using USPS or do they use return to sender using FedEx? I don't know. But I have Star Wars in limbo right now. I've been meaning to play Star Wars. It's quick and easy. I like playing it during lunchtime streams. So we'll see if that ever shows up, because that was 60-ish bucks, 60, 80-ish bucks. Not fun. Either way, guys, I'm going to go grab some lunch. Hope you guys have a good one. So until next time, peace.